Good morning, good people. Welcome back to Collector's Quest, and thank you so much for joining me on a fairly bright Saturday morning. You know what time it is. It's time to trade in CEX for those sweet vouchers. So let's take a look at what we're trading into CEX today. So in the bag of goodies to trade in CEX for those sweet vouchers, went up the loft again and I picked up a bunch of controllers in a box. Got everything from PS4 controllers, Xbox 360 controllers, PlayStation 1 stuff, even got a Joy-Con there. So hopefully they all trade in for a sweet voucher. I've also got this copy of Trouser Coastal 4 to trade in. If you saw my last video when I went on that amazing road trip, you saw I picked up a copy of Trouser Coastal 4, the limited edition from Kenny's. And unfortunately, I picked this up the video before on that amazing trip to Stourbridge when I picked up a bunch of JRPGs, and CEX only have a 2-day return policy, so I won't be able to return this. So that goes in for about £20 on a voucher, so not too bad, only losing £10. Bit annoying with picking up that game literally a couple of days before going to York and finding that amazing limited edition, but it is what it is. Also, a shout out to everyone who pointed out that I may have been overcharged for Trouser Coastal 3 for the PS4. Had a sticker on there for £32 or £30, which was the price of Trouser Coastal 4. But checked the receipt and I wasn't overcharged. They only charged me £20, so all good. As you can see on the receipt, Legend of Heroes to Trouser Coastal 3, £20. So yeah, wasn't overcharged, but thank you anyway for pointing it out. I'm also looking to do some rearranging on the game shelf. So as you can see, haven't even gone through the York pickups there. Just left them there. Haven't had time to sort them out, clean them up, de-sticker them, but I want to do some rearranging because I'm not too happy with how I got the games displayed yet. I'm thinking of putting PS3 along that shelf there next to the floating shelf we put up a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, I just want to do a couple of changes because I think I could do a better job at displaying some amazing box art on some of those collector's editions there. So yeah, got that to come on the video, and I've also got something that's going to make the games pop, so we'll get to that later on in the video. But before we get to all that, before we load the car up and head to CEX to hopefully pick up some sweet vouchers, going to do the giveaway for Shenmue 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 4, so let's jump into that. Right then, got my application running, going to go over to the video and grab the video ID. And as you can see, I wanted you to comment, I want that sweet Shenmue. And we've got 131 comments in total, which is amazing. So thank you everyone for commenting on my videos. Love reading them and I love interacting with you guys down there. So please keep them coming. Fetch all the comments, and this does match up to what's on YouTube. Yep, it does. 131 comments. So going to filter out for the word Shenmue. Boom. We're now left with 45 comments, so good luck to everyone. Going to press the button in 3, 2, 1. And the winner is Gilbert Gaming Emporium, which is a very cool name. So shout out to Gilbert. You are the winner of this copy of Shenmue 1 and 2 for the PlayStation 4. So I'll respond to your original comment on the Black Country Games Fair video, and you can hit me up on Instagram or via email. All the links are in the channel bio, so hit me up on there, mate, and we'll get this game sent out to you. And good luck to everyone for future giveaways on the channel. Just to prove that this isn't rigged in any way, as you can see, different people show up every time. So yeah, shout out to Gilbert for winning this giveaway for a copy of Shenmue 1 and 2 for the PlayStation 4. So shout out to Gilbert for winning that copy of Shenmue 1 and 2, and shout out to everyone who comments on my videos. It just blows my mind seeing so many positive comments on the videos, and I love interacting with you guys, so please keep them coming and stay tuned because we've got plenty more giveaways planned on future videos. So yeah, gonna get the car loaded and we're gonna probably head to Stourbridge CEX, so I'll see you when we get to Stourbridge. Doing that familiar walk into Stourbridge CEX, and despite how sunny it is, it's very cold. It's like 3 degrees here, I'm freezing. So gonna head to CEX, trade in these bag of controllers and have a look around the charity shops. Maybe I'll speak to you in a bit. Jumping into the Scope charity shop in Stourbridge, had a good selection of anime DVDs, but I want to hear from you guys down in the comments down below. This charity shop priced things up based on the CEX voucher price, so this copy of Fairy Tail, CEX sell it for £12 and they give you a £6 voucher, which is what Scope had it priced at, so I think that's the sweet spot for charity shop pricing, but let me know what you guys think. Just got back in the car, and before we get to a very good charity shop find, picked up a Crosta Malika pizza. Only pizza that doesn't make you feel like crap. They are expensive, but highly recommend those. But yeah, going back to the charity shop find, I actually found something, guys. It's the first time in years I've found anything in the Stourbridge charity shops, and it's actually a good find. It's a PS Vita game, which is a first for me. Never found a PS Vita game at a car boot or a charity shop. I picked up a copy of Farming Simulator 18 for the PS Vita, and as you can see, it cost me £6.50. I wasn't able to get the footage of me picking it up on camera. The shop had this behind the counter in like a little cabinet kind of thing, so it felt a bit weird whacking out my camera, and I was kind of bugging out. I was like, is this really happening? Are we really going to find a PS Vita game in a charity shop? So I picked that up, and looking at CEX, they actually sell it for £35, but there's no copies in stock, which tells me it might go for a bit more on eBay, so I'll look to maybe flip that on eBay. But if I do trade it into CEX, they give you a £23 voucher, which is great. Always love tripling my money, so £6.50 into a nice £23 sweet voucher, so happy days. And it just goes to show, even if you don't find anything in the local charity shops, it's always worth popping in. It takes 20 minutes and you never know what you might find. So yeah, got to do a couple of errands in the local area, and then we'll go back to CEX because I have got some good stuff at the Stourbridge CEX. So yeah, hopefully we go back to a nice, big, fat, juicy voucher. See you guys in a bit. Hyped up by my amazing charity shop find, I thought I might as well keep the hunt going. So I figured sun's out, it's getting a bit warmer now. It's still really early, it's like 10 past 10. So I'm in Dudley. I'm going to go to CEX, have a look what they've got, and we'll also hit up the charity shop. So yeah, let's keep the hunt going. Heading to Dudley CEX because the charity shops were absolutely dead. Had a very cool statue for Batman Arkham Origins, the collector's edition for PlayStation 3. Had a statue of Batman and Joker, but I'm not a massive DC fan, so not something I'd be interested in picking up. They also had a copy of Coraline for the Nintendo Wii for £58, and I've no idea why this game's so expensive. Jumping into Dudley CEX, cool selection of Pokemon games here, probably close to £200 here. Also had a decent selection of PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 games. That copy of Silent Hill 3 looked good, but didn't quite have the vouchers, so left that for another day. I want to hear from you guys down in the comments down below, but why is Scooby-Doo and the Spooky Swamp so expensive? Priced at £38 for the PlayStation 2. Is this a rare game? Never seen it before, so let me know in the comments down below. Just got back in the car for my little excursion to Dudley, and yeah, must have used up all of my luck picking up that PS Vita game from the charity shop because I found absolutely squaddle in Dudley. Found absolutely nothing in the charity shop, so that's the way it is. But I did pick up two decent games from Dudley CEX. I had a couple of bits in there. It's always a fairly decent CEX in terms of retro, but just a couple of cheap bangers to add to the collection. So yeah, we'll go for the pickups as always when we get back home, but plan now is to head to Merryhill because it's literally on the way back, so it'd be rude not to, so I'll catch you when we get to Merryhill. Just made it to Merryhill, so we're going to jump into the charity shop because I've had a bit of luck there, and we'll also have a look in the CEX to see what they've got to offer. Heading to the charity shop at Merryhill, had some pretty cool N64 games, complete in box and loose, but I don't have a ton of knowledge on the N64 market, so no idea if these were priced at a good price or not, so let me know if they were in the comments down below. Heading to Merryhill CEX, always love seeing the new Colossus Wolfenstein 2 Steelbook for the collector's edition, very cool design on that. Then jumping into Merryhill CEX, I always go to the 3DS just to see the amount of cover reprints, and it really just breaks my heart. And as you can see here, there's like £200 worth of Inazuma games here for the 3DS. Man, I really hope these wasn't stolen from the shop floor. Just got back in the car from my little trip to Merryhill, and charity shop didn't have anything for me on this occasion, but they had quite a few N64 games in there. You saw on the footage, I had quite a few loose carts and one or two box copies of a couple of games that weren't familiar to me, and they also had a controller, so pretty cool. I'm not too sure about the N64 market, so I don't know if they were good prices or not, but let me know in the comments below. And Merryhill CEX was alright, picked up one game in there, a game that I've not seen before, seems fairly uncommon, so I thought I had to pick it up. But now we're going to go to Stourbridge CEX. Just walking into Stourbridge CEX, let's hopefully pick up a nice big fat juicy voucher. I'll speak to you in a bit. heading into Stourbridge CX, and it must be a tough gear collecting for the original Xbox, because as you can see, there's not a lot of games in the Stourbridge CX and not a lot of games in general for this console. So let me know in the comments below if you collect for this system and if you have much luck collecting for it, because it must be tough trying to find games from CEX. Shout out to the Stourbridge CX, just came out there. Everything went in apart from 2 PS4 controllers. I think they said they had trouble with the PC, so that's all good. Well, I got £89 on a voucher and I picked up some pretty cool PlayStation 1 games, but yeah, they always make me laugh, the CEX staff in there. If you're watching this, hello CEX staff in Stourbridge. They watched a couple of the videos and they didn't rip me off with that Trails of Cold Steel 3 copy. The lady that put it through correctly for the £20 price, so yeah, stop slandering the Stourbridge CEX. Alright, gonna head back to the car now and we'll go over the pickups when we get home. And we're back from the game hunt, and it was a pretty decent game hunt, to be fair. Gonna go over what happened at Stourbridge CX. So I took in a bunch of controllers and I got a nice £89 on a sweet voucher. Of course we spent some of that, but thankfully I didn't get hit with the bulk discount. And speaking to one of the members of staff at Stourbridge CX, what a bulk discount is, if you take in a large quantity of items to trade in, they can apply a discount to the total trading value that you would otherwise get. And for me, thankfully, I didn't get hit with that. And to be fair, I did trade in a large quantity of controllers, and it was just me being lazy. I could have split those controllers across the 4 CXs local to me, but couldn't be bothered with that, so I took them into Stourbridge. So shout out to Stourbridge for being great, and it is definitely the best CX in my local area. So going over the pickups, I went to 3 CXs and got a decent stack of games here. So first up, picked up Resistance 2 for £2 from Dudley CX, and looking at the shelves, I have Resistance 1 and Resistance 3, so just a glaring omission from the PS3 collection. Highly recommend the Resistance series. I also picked up Tukuden Kiwami, I butchered that name completely. Paid £10 for that, again from the Dudley CX, and this is basically a Monster Hunter clone, but I think it's got more of an emphasis on story, so had a look at some gameplay, so had to pick it up. We then went to Merry Hill CX, and I got something that I've never seen before, to be fair. I don't know if it's rare, haven't done much research, but let me know in the comments below if you've ever seen this game or a version of this game before out in the wild. But I picked up this Ultimate Stealth triple pack for the PS3 for £8, and it's got Thief, Hitman Absolution and Deus Ex Human Revolution. Comes on, oh, everything's falling out. Comes on a single disc, and it does come with a manual. I played Hitman Absolution and really enjoyed it, despite it not being the best Hitman game. Thief was alright, and I haven't played Deus Ex, but picked this up because I've never seen this stealth triple pack before. I didn't even know these kind of things existed. So let me know in the comments below if you've ever seen this and if there's any more packs that are worth picking up. Then we get to the best pickups, and we get to the pickups from Stourbridge. So like I said, had £89 on a voucher, and also had a couple of other vouchers because I'm always got those sweet vouchers. And I picked up 2 PlayStation 1 games that I've been after for quite a while. So I picked up Final Fantasy Origins, which includes Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 2. I'll do some B-roll of this, but this has got everything. It's got the manual, and it's also got a couple of postcards with some art on there. I didn't really need to pick this up, to be fair. I've got the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster for the Nintendo Switch, which has 1 through 6. So if you want to play these older Final Fantasy games, that's definitely the way to go. But I'm a massive Final Fantasy fan, love the series, and I saw this in nice condition with the manual, so had to pick it up, and that cost me £35. Then jumping to the final pickup, I picked up a copy of Breath of Fire 4 for the PlayStation 1, cost me £50, and again this is in fantastic condition. No cracks in the case or any major scratches, and the manual is super crispy, so yeah, very happy to pick that up. And I've seen great gameplay of this, and it looks like a very good JRPG, so yeah, happy with that pickup. And happy with the pickups, to be fair. Still got a voucher, so might spend that later when we go out again to another CEX. But yeah, plan now is to do some shelf rearranging. I need to clean up a bunch of games that we bought. I haven't cleaned any games from the last 2 weeks, so Gonna spend some time doing that. So I've started rearranging the end shelf to just be PS3, but I'm not too happy with how the rest of the shelves look. I think I could do a better job of displaying those games. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take all the games off and I'm gonna have a rethink of how I'm gonna display some of these games. Let's just go around so I can show you what I'm thinking so far. So I absolutely love the Trail series. I've got all the collector's editions apart from the second one, and you saw me pick up this one from Kenny's. So I want to rearrange that to try and get some of the fantastic art on show, because I think it's such a shame to have all those there on the side. I mean, just look how great that artwork is. So I'm thinking of putting these across there and at the top so I can get some of that art on show. I'm going to keep this shelf as the PS3 section. I think it looks cool with all of the collector's editions there. And then I'm going to probably keep the PS4 section here, and then probably going to move PS1 over here and put PS2 there and possibly down there, and then just move Xbox 360 down a bit. Something else that I'm going to do, I've got some wood which sounds very dodgy out of context, but if I show you down here, I've actually got some pieces of wood. So what these are going to be used for, you've seen it on other channels like Retro Ghetto, but the problem with the Billy bookcases, they're so deep, which again sounds weird out of context, but I want to get the games propped up right to the front of the shelves. I think that'll look amazing and make the games pop a bit more. So I've got these planks of wood cut because the trunking that Retro Ghetto used was very expensive. So plan is to put all those in there, obviously not a dodgy angle, and then we can prop all the games forward. So yeah, I'm going to have to clear all the games out, but it'd be a good chance to clean behind there, de-sticker everything and make the shelves look better than ever. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'll talk you through my thought process along the way. Right then, we've got a massive leaning tower of PS3 games. I've no idea how that's not fallen over. I mean, it's going to go, so let's do this quickly. But yeah, just going to empty all the shelves and give it a good dusting. But oh man, when you look at it like that, that's just PS3 games. It really does put it into reality how many games I've got. I think I'm sat on about 500 games, so yeah, that's literally just those shelves there, and I've still got those PS3 games there. Wow, too many games and definitely not enough time to play them all. So PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 1 games have all been taken out. I got rid of that tower because that was just going to fall over at some point, so I didn't want to risk it. But as you can see, we've got some nice empty shelves that I'm going to give a good clean and a polish. But what I've also done after removing the PlayStation 1 games, I've got my Trail series forward facing, and that looks incredible. I mean, look at the art on that, guys. I'm just geeking out over this. I love this series, and the artwork is fantastic on these bigger box editions. So as you can see, we've got one set of Billies completely empty, and yeah, games absolutely everywhere. Really does put into perspective how big my collection is. You don't realise how many games you've actually got when you put them in a big tower like that. But yeah, gonna give those shelves a nice polish, and then we'll start getting the planks of wood in to put some of these games back on the shelf to make some more space to get another pile going. So yeah, we're cracking. Oh, the things we do for game collecting. Still got to polish a bunch of games, and we've got a ton of CEX stickers down there next to the Starfield Consolation Edition. Man, still loads to go out, but got some PS3 games in the shelf. I'll show you guys once it's all done. It looks really good. I'm super happy with it. So yeah, let's clean the rest of these up and I'll show you the PS3 section. Yeah, boy. How good does that look? So it's taken me longer than I want to admit, but I've got everything on the shelf for the PS3 and it just looks so much better. Just the small things, isn't it, that make a big difference. And got a decent amount of space down there for some more PS3 editions, but taking a step back and it just pops. I mean, Yeah, that whole section just looks so much better. Obviously got the bigger box stuff, cardboard sleeve, steel books, and then going into the games there. But yeah, super happy with that. I'm going to do the same thing now for the PS4 section. I'm also going to have a rejig of that corner piece. I'll probably do everything and then show you guys, because that took a good hour to de-sticker everything, clean it up, get it in alphabetical order. So yeah, gonna crack on with that and I'll show you the finished product. But yeah, so happy with that. Wow, yeah, so much better than before. Oh, getting there guys, getting there. Just doing the PS4 section, but you know what it's like. Take games off the shelf and they all fall down. But yeah, it's looking pretty decent. I've got to nip out. I was hoping to head to another CEX. So I've got to take my partner to Bromsgrove to meet with some friends, but I completely lost track of time. It's like 5:20 now. I mean, time's just flown by. I've had great fun. I love doing this, you know, just taking games off, cleaning, reorganising stuff. It really does get your imagination going. But yeah, won't be able to hit up Bromsgrove CX. I think it shuts at like 6 o'clock, so ran out of time, but probably not a bad thing. I think we've got enough pickups to be working with, so we'll go to that CX at some point in the future. But yeah, gonna nip out and we'll come back. I'll carry on with the shelves and I'll show you what the finished product is. So yeah, see you guys when we get back. Oh guys, it's been a good few hours since I last checked in, and man, I am absolutely shattered. Been going at this hardcore for the last 6 hours, and yeah, I massively underestimated how long this would take. I went into this little project thinking 2-3 hours, bish bash bosh, job done, but it's never like that, is it guys? It's never that easy. So yeah, I'm gonna have to call it a night. I've run out of equipment and I'm gonna have to order some more supplies. But yeah, just to show you guys what I've done. So the PS3 shelf is all good, looking nice indeed. But the one issue I did encounter was with the wooden planks. I think some of these shelves have started to bowed, and as I was pushing the wood in, it was going all the way back to the back of the billy bookcases back there. It wasn't wedging in like I thought it would, so I had to use some adhesive tape to glue it down. And as you can see, all the PS3 games are in place, and I got to the PS4 shelf and top two all good, but I ran out down here, and as you can see, you can just push the games back, so it's not doing what I wanted it to do. So I'm gonna have to order some more of that adhesive tape from Amazon. But yeah, I've kind of just chucked things on. Nothing's in alphabetical order really, but you can kind of see the effect. I've also done some moving on the Persona shelf. I think it's such a shame to not have some of this fantastic artwork on show. You pay such a lot of money for these collector's editions, so it just didn't feel right not having them on show. So moved around some of those. And I've also got a little Final Fantasy section going on here. Got those core figures that I picked up from Kirkby Sales and Exchange. And a lot of this is just to get it on the shelf, get it out of the way, get it off the floor. But I think it looks pretty cool. And then PS1's over there, but yeah, nothing's in place as you can see. Xbox 360, a lot of this is just get it out of the way, get it off the floor. But yeah, I'll be sure to show you guys properly next week once I've managed to secure the wooden planks. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of the changes on the gaming shelves, and if you think it was worth the effort, because man, it was a lot of work. And let me know what you've been doing to your games room in terms of shelf upgrades, any new furniture, any extra things you've been adding to your collection. Let me know. Love reading the comments from you guys. And while you're down there, if you haven't done so already, then please hit the like button and consider subscribing to the Collector's Quest channel. Got some fantastic videos planned for you guys. Friday's video is going to be a good one. I didn't go through all of the CEX pickups because that's going to form the basis of Friday's video, and just between you and I, it's going to be another PS3 video, so I think you should check it out guys. So make sure you keep a lock to the Collector's Quest channel for that one. And as always, good luck on your game hunts and collecting adventures. Take it easy YouTube, and I'll catch you in the next one.